Welcome to Avenues of Wisdom. I'm Kim. Welcome back for another week. If you haven't been here before, I speak on all things light, love, and wisdom. This week, this is straight for my occupational therapy students. I wanted to make a video just for you guys as fall semester is coming up. I'm entering my second year at the College of St. Scholastica up in Duluth, Minnesota, and I wanted to share some tips for success that I learned from my whole first year. These tips really helped me so much, and it was honestly a whole learning experience, and I want to give them to you to help you set you up best for your success in your first year or wherever you're at. It's everything that's foundational that you've heard, but this is so important to bring up first because without that foundation, you can't really build from there. So I want to start out with an emphasis on your daily routine, whether that's your sleep, your hydration, getting out to see your friends and socializing for a breath of fresh air, or virtually socializing, balancing all the areas of your life that will help you and set you up to propel you what is best for your success this year. So make sure you have a balance in all those areas. What I learned from is your mind, your body, your spirit. These three components of you that you have to keep in balance and you have to give your attention to each day, because all parts of these things is what can be disrupted as you are in new challenges of your life or adapting to a whole new program that can cause you some anxiety or just feelings of being overwhelmed from all the things that you have to do and the people that you're meeting and the connections that you make. So make sure each morning you're waking up your mind, your body, your spirit, or whatever time that's best for you throughout the day. Wake up my mind, so I would sweat and meditate to wake up my mind and clear my mind. As a reset for my body, I would sweat, work out. Lifting is still very enjoyable to me, so I'd spend my time lifting in the weight room. And as far as my spirit, I'm a big journaler. Morning prayer, my prayers or 5 things that I'm grateful for in my day really kind of just sets my perspective at ease, and it makes everything else feel kind of minimal to what I'm working towards. And I know that I have my faith and that I'm not alone. So that's my number 1 tip. Positively Bakery. These are their bagels. These are the oatmeal dates. Fabulous. If you love oatmeal, check in. I had one today. I had it with some eggs, some butter on the top, some peanut butter. So I totally recommend. And these are among the many items you can catch at their store. So get out here, get up in Duluth. If you have a visit them on 3rd Street, Positively 3rd Street Bakery. Love them. Number two, as a student, you cannot compare yourself and you cannot settle in the feeling of some type of imposter syndrome, or I don't want to be here, or I'm not good enough to be amongst these others, when all people channel are their successes and what they're good at. No one wants to kind of, throw around their other fears or anxieties about what they're going through too. So you can help each other by lifting each other up, making a positive environment. If anyone brings up grades, there's no need for comparison, and there's no need for you to even share yours. Everything is personal, and just sharing what you got, sometimes it's not even necessary. There's no need for comparison unless you want to congratulate everyone on getting through that exam that everyone scraped through, towards the end of the semester. So getting over that feeling of inadequacy. You are meant to be here. You put in the work, you put in the time to get into this program. You need to know that you are all that you need to get through this program, with the people surrounding you, professors supporting you. Make sure to always ask questions, and even just sit and go in and talk with your professors, because they can level you out and they can reassure you that this is the journey for you. And everyone feels inadequate at some point when they're comparing this student's grades to theirs, or how everyone did else on an exam. But that's not going to matter in the long run. The only thing that's going to matter is you as a clinician, and you being the best occupational therapist that you can be, because what's most important is your connection with your client, your connection with another human being, making them feel like they can engage in something that's meaningful for them, and you're helping them improve their life, their daily functioning, and that's all that matters. We can get wrapped up in this school aspects of things, but that won't last. The only thing that will last is your connection with others and what value you can help people with in creating a meaningful and long-term life for them that they enjoy. So cut the comparison, cut the inadequacy. If you do get caught up in something like that, go take a walk, go watch something positive, go change your mental space for a bit, or just go, maybe it's time you need to take a break, you need to take a breather, you need to relax, a nap, talking with someone you love, because the people around you are there to support you too on this journey. So don't forget about those people in your life who will uplift you and congratulate you and tell you how proud they are of you, that you got here and you worked towards such a long-term goal, and you achieved it, and you're here and you're finally ready to start your journey and do the work. Number 3, I'm going to end with your discipline. You're realizing that this is your number one focus. This is what you're working towards for a couple of years, or however long your program is. You have to make sure you're disciplined and cutting out anything else that does not help you move forward in this journey. So whether that's people, things, sleep patterns, anything that is cutting into your focus, you have to cut it off, and you have to be strong about that, because when you implement discipline into your journey, it only makes the reward that much greater, because you have one focus, you're just tunnel vision, straight tunnel vision. So making sure you have discipline in other areas of your life. If you can't leave one weekend to go see your family or attend that wedding, you have to understand that you're putting this first, and it's not a loss. You may miss out, but it's not a loss for you. You are setting boundaries for what's most important for you and is what is going to make you a better student, a better clinician, and the best occupational therapist that you can be in the future. So make sure you implement discipline and you stick to it, because it will reward you in the end. Bonus tip. I said I would literally give you what helped me with anatomy. Okay, anatomy. We've all taken anatomy multiple times, Multiple times. And it's never really that easy unless I enjoy it, but it's a very challenging course. I mean, our body, our structure, our function, there's so much going on there, and we have to contain all of that information up here and pull it out when it needs to be and apply it to a real situation with a client. So some tips for anatomy. Let me grab that book. This book, we had 2 books for anatomy actually. So our anatomy was 16 weeks. It was 16 weeks, but it was condensed into 8-week course with cadavers. The best thing that helped me during that time, shout out to my classmates, Agree to my girl, we studied nonstop. Okay, we took breaks, we took time for ourselves, but we were really about the information, and each day meeting up to go over what we had learned either in lab or in lecture. We would go over all that information, refresh us, recall it, so that the next day we could just build off of that. When you pile it all up, it can hit you like a freight train. So what I learned was to study each day and reflect, and then go in the next day. You're learning so much more information, right? Because it's a condensed course. So a day's information could be a week's amount of information. So make sure you're going over it each day. We took time to study on Saturdays, and we would take frequent breaks, but we would communicate with each other and ask each other questions, because in this process you're usually learning, for example, you're learning about the muscle, but you're also learning about the occupational aspect of that. How does that help someone perform in their day-to-day? Take it slow, take it day by day. Do not get ahead of yourselves. There will be other people who are ahead, and that's what works for them. But do not feel like you have to take that upon yourself and do that same mechanism, because we're all different beings and we all study differently. But this is one tip that I think really worked for everybody, was keeping that information fresh in your mind. I really couldn't wish for a better location and better people to be surrounded with on this journey. Make sure you come back for the next week. We'll have more love, light, and wisdom on Avenues of Wisdom. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell, and join me on this journey. Comment below if you enjoyed this video. Let me know how your journey is going for you. I'm curious. We're all together in this journey as an occupational therapy student. So have a great week. Have a great Sunday. Much love. Blessings to you. Take care. This book we had a time with. It's a cute color. But it's so important to learn about measuring your occupational performance. So maybe you guys will review the work from Law and Done. Yeah, it was a great time. So yeah, if you ever need to take a dance break, take one. You just gotta loosen the body up. Because sitting back, studying, reading, we get stiff. We gotta shake it out. So this is my blue light. Say hello. Here she is. I thought it'd bring a calming aspect to the whole vibe, and we all need a calming aspect these days. So shout out to her. She'll be here. She'll be dropping cameos, appearing in videos. So I just want to introduce her. Blue light bulb from Walmart. Nothing crazy. This setup here is also a bookshelf on the bottom, so also from Walmart. So yeah, there she is. She's we're close.